Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and we start today with the Tesla app update and the Tesla China update as well as a new battery law. But first we will start with the new heating options with your steering wheel, and in the back you have now the option to heat your car. So we have a new app update which is the 4.3.0 update that just was released in Europe. Please let me know if you have the same one actually in the United States or other countries as well. But for Germany, it is since today in the morning, which is really exciting. It's always great and exciting to see new updates coming from Tesla that make a car much better. And for especially when it comes to heating now in the winter time, this is a great update. The only thing is that it is only for cars being delivered by November. Everything that is earlier is not included, and it is for the Model 3 standard range as it was called. Furthermore, I have some updates regarding the charging stations. The same thing in Germany. We have now third-party charging stations in gray, the supercharging stations in red, and now the waypoint connection is that the navigation is actually telling you that if you don't reach a supercharger, they promote another charging station, which is a third-party one. So that is also a great option because sometimes you don't have the overview in the map in the Tesla car, and now you have the option to choose a third-party charging station in the worst case. Of course, the app will always prefer Tesla superchargers. Then, thanks to Tobias Lind, we are looking at the battery cell production site in Grünheide. And just right on the top here, we do see the first movements on the roof. So they are actually starting to cover the roof right now. And in the past 2 weeks, we have seen some really speed up here when it comes to the construction site. We have seen more cranes, more stuff coming here. We have already some materials arriving. So that's really exciting. But still, even if there's excitement, I have talked to some local people and some people that are having some informations about this site here. Please don't expect the new battery cells before mid-22 or end of 22. It will take some time to set up this entire battery cell production and the entire lines, and it is new. It is not in the United States. They have to fly all the experts here to set everything up. So this is gonna take some time. So just be aware of that. Furthermore, we have as well another discussion regarding a battery law. You might ask yourself what kind of freaking battery law we need right now, but there's actually a lot of countries involved. It is the European Union, so Europe, the United States, China, Japan, Canada, South Korea, and Great Britain. And what they want to do is actually something that Tesla has an advantage in. They want to take care of the guarantee you get as a driver when you are buying an EV. So what we have here is that they want, after 5 years or 100,000 kilometers, they want to ensure that the car maker is guaranteeing 80% capacity of the first bought battery. So we have decreases when it comes to the power and the usage of the battery, and they want to implement 5 years or 100,000 kilometers, and they want that the car maker is guaranteeing 80% max charging capacity. And then they go even further. They want to have 160,000 kilometers and 70%. So for those companies that don't take care of their batteries, or they try to advertise that the battery can charge really fast, but then the battery power is not as good anymore after a few years, they will have an issue. And this new law is coming from the World Forum, and they want to implement that in those countries by 2023. We all know that these kind of formalities and laws can take a lot of time, but I do think it is a very great idea to do that, because this will further cement the position of Tesla, as we do have really low decrease of capacity for the Tesla cars. Another topic here, we are looking at China. We have a lot of shipment happening here. These are not all cars of Tesla. We have the Tesla cars right on the left side and in the middle section here, and those are around about 2,000 cars, and those will be delivered to Europe mainly. Of course, there as always stops in between. So we have here the final push, and there are actually right now round about 17 ships going from China to other countries, like for example Australia, like for example other Asian countries, and then of course mainly it is the European market. And for those watching from the United States, this is crazy logistics what Tesla is achieving here, and still we have not Giga Berlin up and running, but this is just showing where Tesla is going with the Giga Shanghai factory. Just going back to some news from the United States, which were hardly discussed online on Twitter. It is regarding Biden, and sadly I must admit that Biden is not doing a good job when it comes to EVs and of course in this case Tesla. And the issue here is, or the big question mark, of course, we can say because Biden is ignoring Tesla at all, he's even going further and is not just ignoring them, but he is really saying that GM is moving the EV market, leading the EV market. And I mean, this is just one of the biggest jokes you could ever hear. And I never thought I would say that about Biden, but sadly I must admit that it looks like that the car companies Ford and GM seem to put a lot of money in his campaign or support his party, because there's no other way to ignore Tesla and SpaceX and the new factories that are actually doing exactly what the party wants, building in America, creating American jobs. And Tesla has now worldwide 100,000 employees. That is a great job. And with that, I want to finish this video, and thank you very much for being here every single day. So thank you and take care. Bye bye.